There are 3 types of roles that any user can have within your account. To check on these roles, go to your settings, go to business settings, and then click on users. Within the table, look at the role column to see which role a user currently has assigned. The first of these is the owner, which is assigned to the account owner only. There will only ever be one account owner, and you cannot share ownership with another user. To look at the other types of roles, let's try inviting a user. After we enter the first name, last name, and email, we can select a role. The second user role is the admin, which falls just below the owner in the chain of command. Admins by default are given full permissions to utilize every function for every app within your account. However, the owner can customize permissions on an app-by-app basis and remove any permissions that they do not want their admins to have. As an important note, admins will also never be able to access or edit anything on the sub-account management page, the subscription page, or the payments page. The last type of role is the user. The user role will likely be the most commonly used for your team. A user will only have the permissions that you specifically grant to them when creating or editing their username. You can treat each user individually and grant them the ability to use only what you deem necessary. Users, like admins, will never be able to edit sub-account information, subscription information, or payments information. As an additional note, all user permissions are determined on an app-by-app basis. When you create a new user, notice that all permissions are set to all by default. This means that a new user will have complete access to use the application in its entirety unless you dictate otherwise. If you wish to restrict user access to any degree, you will need to switch the toggle to Custom. Then expand the menu. The alternate way to do this is to check or uncheck the full access box. Be sure to go through each application and carefully read the tooltips. Then, if you wish to grant permission for this feature to the user, check the box. You can do this for every permission for every app as necessary, depending on the type of user role. Whenever you're satisfied, you can then invite your user. Remember that you can edit a user at any time by coming back to this page, hovering over the name, and a settings icon will appear for any user that is not the owner.